Well, this can't be a good sign in Florida. This week's winter weather caused iguanas to fall from the sky. Well, actually from the trees. According to the National Weather Service in Miami, temperatures in parts of South Florida dipped below 40 degrees on Thursday, causing the cold-blooded creatures to go belly up. National Geographic reporter Sarah Gibbens is in Washington to help explain this one. So, Sarah, what exactly is happening to these iguanas, and will they be okay?
Yeah, so these iguanas in Florida are not used to temperatures below about 50 to 40 degrees. So what's happening to them is their metabolism's slowing down, their muscles are freezing up, and they're essentially freezing in place, and that's what's causing them to drop to the ground.
There were some people on Twitter who recommended moving the iguanas into the sun. What should people do if you see a frozen lizard?
You really should not touch a lizard because they're not all dead. I mean, some of them, the smaller ones, the ones that are younger, are a little bit more vulnerable to the cold. But those that are just sort of in a sleepy state will come back to life once they warm up, and they'll be pretty defensive if there's a person around.
What do you think this will do to the iguana population in the region?
The scientists don't really think it'll have much of an impact. Of course, there will be a die-off of some iguanas, but the iguana population in Florida is pretty resilient, and it shouldn't take a huge hit overall.
Well, we should know that this isn't just happening to lizards. Biologists from the Wildlife Commission have also been rescuing stunned sea turtles. Why isn't there a similar effort for iguanas too?
So iguanas are actually an invasive species in Florida. Before the 1960s, there really weren't any iguanas there. Now there are thousands in Florida. Same is true with chameleons and with Burmese pythons. So they're not a species that's native to Florida. They really don't belong there at all, and that's why they're having such a hard time coping with the temperature.
All right, Sarah Gibbens, thank you so much for joining us with National Geographic.